Hey, what's up guys? My name is Gulius, and today I'm going to be casting my second pub game for my friend Misery, just a practice casting, and so yeah, that's about it. Gonna look at the teams here real quick. On the Dire side we have Disruptor, Mirana, and Nake's Trilane on top. Already off the bat, I see Nake's has gotten a point up in Feast, so they're probably not going to be able to get as many early kills. That kill potential is much smaller without at least open wounds, maybe rage, depending on what he's going up against. Looks like for Dire we will also have a Clockwork middle and a Bounty Hunter off lane. Pudge and A are coming and roaming into the Dire jungle right now, going to ward up the camp, and just going to probably ward up plenty of the camps so they know that they can't have any pulls or sneaky jungling going on by the Nakes, in case Nakes wants to go jungle, which actually he might be doing, with the Mirana farming solo top. But she has a bottle first. Very strange pickups and skill builds here from the Dire team. On the Radiant side, however, we see that we're going to have a Pudge mid. It looks like a tri-lane top. They're just going to be blocking up all these camps, being real annoying for the Dire team. It's going to be an AA, Silencer, and Juggernaut tri-lane. And on the bottom we have a farming anti-mage. So looking at this mid matchup, I definitely give the favor to the Clockwork. He can make things happen. He's not very likely to die to Pudge. He's got the cogs. He's pretty. And I missed the first blood up there on Disruptor, who was way out of position in the jungle. Not sure what he was looking for there. Perhaps he was warding and just caught out. So actually going to de-ward here from the Radiant. They are on top of their game. So they are getting the free farm in lane, however, for the Dire team. But Nakes is in lane, so is Mirana. So they're going to be splitting XP really inefficiently. And so just some very clear pub choices here. We do have Juggernaut now, going to get this free lane experience with his two supports just sitting in the jungle. So a deny comes out from Pudge. As I said, Clockwork does have the advantage early on. He's got the tankiness to go up one-on-one versus Pudge compared to many other solo mids. And he's also got great level 6 ganking potential. And now that he's ahead, he's going to continue to win that lane unless he gets ganked. Down here, going to give... normally I would give the advantage to the anti-mage, but he has no support, so I feel it's going to be a pretty even lane. Bounty Hunter's going to get full experience. Anti-mage can't really deny him very much. Bounty Hunter, if he feels in trouble, can just go invisible, and anti-mage is not going to have that detection. But allowing him to get these free auto attacks off with the level 2 mana break is going to cause Bounty Hunter to be and not be able to go a Shadow Walk if anti-mage wants to get aggressive once he hits level 6. Could simply mana void for a kill. Look where we're getting. Oh, a Satyr Blast from the camp does do a lot of damage to the Radiant side. 1 second arrow onto Silencer. Throws out the last word onto Mirana. And are we going to have a kill on her? No, they cannot engage. Juggernaut going to spin. Hits on a Nakes. Nakes decides to continue attacking him. Kind of losing a lot of health here. But Juggernaut pretty low as well. They both have to back up, realizing they can't win the fight. So we do have Nakes here getting attacked by some creeps. He wants to probably salve up. No, he's only got Tangos. So he's going to go back, Tango up, and might try to get some lifesteal off these creeps. Mirana still just with the bottle, does not have that many last hits. Let's bring up the net worth. There we go. Clockwork is leading with that first blood. Way over the Pudge, who's way down at the bottom here. Clockwork's almost got his boots up. He's got bottle. Pudge does not even have a bottle yet. So really far behind for this Pudge. Only 5 last hits. And I missed a trade there top, of course, as I was talking. We have Nakes going down for the Juggernaut, so pretty even trade. Tri-lane carry for tri-lane carry. I mean, you could call this Mirana carry, but she's playing much more of a support role. She's probably maxing arrow and just looking for those big stuns. The supports here, because of that arrow, have to back off, because if they get hit from that, you know, they could be fearing the Disruptor coming in. But he's going for the pull, even though it's warded. Excuse me, even though it's warded, he doesn't know that. And Clockwork just dominating this lane. If he wants to go on Pudge, he can just pop that Battery Assault, which he is maxing, very smart. And he can just run after Pudge and cogs him in, and he can just man up and kill him. So we do have Mirana being gone on here by a few Silencer nukes, but not really going to be able to follow that up. Disruptor sends him back. Not too effective there. Kind of a waste of mana, actually. Mirana was already scot-free. And gets a CS with her arrow, so really effective use of arrow there. And look at this I've never seen this courier before. Is that a pig? Is it a bee? A bumblebee? I don't know. It looks like an insect had sex with a pig and this thing was formed. Interesting. Overall, though, I would give the advantage to the Radiant side. Even though Clockwork is winning middle, Pudge can still have an impact without many items. All he needs is boots and he can run around and get kills. Especially if his top lane is doing well. Which, without Nakes up here farming, which I don't know what he's been doing in the jungle for the last 2 or 3 minutes, They don't really have someone farming top. They do have Juggernaut here farming for the Radiant side, so he's going to be getting the CS, but Pudge does come up here. He's not level 6 yet. Hook is not even max range, which we'll get at 7. So he might be able to get a hook here in on the Juggernaut, but that spin will get him down pretty fast if he goes for that hook. He tries to hook Disruptor, but the range is too short. Misery coming in here does get Cogs in, traps himself in there, and with excuse me, there was no Chilling Touch there. It looked like he was doing a lot of damage, but the Cold Feet, while he was trapped on the Cogs, did a lot of damage, and they are able to bring down the Clockwork. So a bit of an overextension there. Not that tanky yet. All these guys, the boots and the bottle. I would like to see some more counter warding coming out from this Disruptor. They really need those pool camps. They can't really win this tri-lane without pulling. And I miss a kill on Mirana. Where was she? She gets hooked by Pudge behind the tower. So these wards, not only are they blocking the camp, but they're getting vision up in here. And that gives Pudge great hooks for behind the tower. Somewhere that is less expected than simply hooking through this tree line right here. So Mirana TP's back to top. She has D wards. She has blue wards now, so they might finally D-ward. She probably assumes that they have a lane ward here. And actually the stun hits on Juggernaut. Are they going to go on him? The wall comes up from Disruptor, but a lot of damage going out onto the Nakes as well. He is just going to man up Juggernaut. Good choice there. They do get the return kill. And Silencer has already stolen 6 in, and Pudge missing the hook there on Mirana. So Silencer, you know, he could become pretty scary. He's got 3 kills. He's got Treads up as a support Silencer at 6 minutes. So, I mean, he's going to get pretty big. If he continues to steal, and he could become a real threat late game. I think people underestimate Silencer, especially in pubs, because when he gets the farm, you know, give him a sheep stick, give him an orchid, and he can blow people up pretty fast. Misery has a Invis rune in his bottle, and he's also going to get a DD now. I would really like to see him put this to use. Go in there, Cogs in one of the supports from top lane, and get an easy pick off. But there are top 3 heroes up here as well, but it's going to be 5 up here for the Dire team. And he actually decides to go on the Pudge. Is he going to have enough damage to kill him? He could use the hook shot if he's not sure he can get the kill, but he does, and he's going to bottle up, trying to run away from this AA. But he is going to actually hook into the Silencer with the DD. Couldn't get the kill, but the Battery Assault is run out yet. Cold Feet coming onto Clockwork. He's going to run away. Should be able to get out of there just in time. He has Cogs up if he wants to do it again, but the wall comes up from Disruptor. Going to be a little too out of position to be able to stop them, so the arrow is not going to connect. And Bounty Hunter coming in, kind of a waste. He was a little too late for any of those ganks. So track not really coming into play yet. But now that he does have track, they could really capitalize on that by being aggressive. With his Arcane Boots, that's a good pickup for him. Going to be able to spam out his ult once he hits level 6. Pudge is 6 now as well. He really wants that level 7 for that max range hook. That's when he could really become the big threat that we know Pudge to be, especially for pubs, becoming that pub stomp.
Do it with flair.
There we go. Misery picks up the Phase Boots. I prefer Arcane Boots, but he does have the bottle. He went solo mid. A fixed Phase Boots also up on the Nakes. I'm going to try to keep it up here. This is probably where the most of the action is going to be. Not really going to focus on the Anti-Mage farming bottom by himself. It's kind of stupid. And mid lane, probably not going to see a kill 1 versus 1 here. Both these guys are probably going to evade each other, try to come gank top where all the action is. So Nake's actually now getting back to farming, doing pretty well. Anti-Mage, however, being uncontested like this is going to have a really, really fast battle for. Wouldn't be surprised to see it up by around 12 minutes. And something like that in a pub game, he's just going to go crazy. By like 25, he'll have like a Manta, Battle Fury, Treads, and that's just really hard to deal with. As a pub, coordinating ganks to shut down an Anti-Mage. And this team really doesn't have that much lockdown. They have the Disruptor send back, which can be okay, or the AoE silence. Other than that, though, unless they hit a big arrow, it's going to be really hard to shut down that Anti-Mage. They're going to need to look to pick up some big shutdown items. But who is that really going to come out from? It could be an Orchid on the Lifestealer, but that's a very strange build. You know, it happens, but it's pretty rare to see. So we are going to have the Radiant team excuse me, coming in here for a gank. They look like they want to mess with this pool. They do see the Nakes, who only has 1 level up in his rage, but the wall is going to help get away. And Pudge misses the hook on Disruptor, so no kills just yet, but it looks like Clockwork is coming up from the river. He could look to set up a sandwich kill here. There is 5 on 5 up top. Hook splits the upright, not getting anybody. So kind of a letdown there. Track does go off on Pudge. Pudge does have the hook and his Dismember up, so he could look to do that to counter the fight here on Misery. He's actually not going to get it off thanks to the Battery Assault, but does actually end up denying himself. So good deny there. I mean, it wasn't fast enough to get out. He doesn't even have Boots 1. So I don't know. He must have bought these gauntlets of strength earlier.
Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing.
So he didn't have money for the boots, but you really can't gank unless you have boots. I mean, he should have, if he knew he was going to die, he should have tried to buy them before he died. Back on mid lane, Clockwork up against the Pudge. So while we have a bit of downtime, we'll look and think about the late game. Actually, we do have Bounty coming here for a gank on the Pudge. Pudge probably not going to be expecting this. Does he have a track? No. So just a regular kill. I mean, still a good kill keeping that Pudge shut down. But a track would have been much better. But still a nice kill. But if I look to the late game, the way things are going right now, I see no way Radiant can lose the late game. Nake's actually just escaping with his life. But if we look at late game, Silencer, his ult is great team fight ability. They also have the A ultimate, the Blast. If he hits that properly, can shut down all healing. That comes out of Nake's. All his lifesteal is going to be gone, unless of course he rages through it. And then, I mean, that's big for team fight. Maybe Juggernaut ulti as well. But really, for the Dire side, team fight not that much. Cogs, Mirana invis to initiate, and Disruptor ulti. But Disruptor ult really just uses the silence, not so much a damage spell. And his send back not going to do what it needs to do. And these two supports are just hanging out on top. Bounty Hunter actually comes in with the track on Silencer, who overextends. He's not even going to get the kill on Nakes and dies, gives away track gold, so that's a big death. And they might actually look to follow this Ancient Apparition. Could dive him under the tower, but Bounty Hunter is too much of a bitch to dive, so they're going to back up. The Mirana arrow was on cooldown, but if she had popped that DD, really, they could have gotten the kill. He had Shuri Toss, max level, so I really think they should have dived that. They could have killed that AA. Juggernaut was not up here yet. He doesn't have ultimate, but now it's too late. He has backup. Juggernaut really needs to get level 6. He is pretty underleveled. I mean, looking at these supports, we've got a level 5. And these guys are the same level as the carry for the Radiant side. But the real carry for the Radiant side is this crazy farming Anti-Mage, who's going to have slower Battle Fury than 12 minutes, but I mean, it is a pub. He's farming pretty well. He's probably going to have a 13-minute Battle Fury, which is pretty good. So, you know, still expect that, like, 22-minute Manta with treads. So, going to get really out of control really fast. And that's probably why Nake's come down here. He's going to look to deny this tower. Is Anti-Mage going to get the last hit? Yes, he does. That's pretty big. Anti-Mage can't really stand up to Nakes right now. He actually blinked in. He could go down here. Oh, wow. Just barely blinking out. That's a big... Oh, my God. And the hook just inches off. Pixels off, I would even say. But with that second blink, maybe able to get out of here. That's the only downside to leveling up the battery, so you can't pick people off as easily. And the AA ulti totally going to whiff. Probably thinking he was going for the TP, but not even close there. And AM with this Ring of Health, even if he hits a Rocket Flare at this point, he's not going to get the kill. So now they both know they're out of position. Silencer comes down here trying to punish them, but he gets trapped in the cogs with the battery assault Clockwork, and he's just going to die. Like, he can't come in here by himself. He needed that Pudge in the front lines to tank the damage, and Pudge hooks a creep. Missing the stationary Clockwork there. Not really going to help out your team. And he's got to be on the run. If he gets cogs in here, he is going to die. But they're not going to be able to catch him. Pudge, relatively fast, actually. Surprised he was able to outrun Clockwork for that amount of time. They've got a huge creep wave following them, however. So if there is a fight for the Radiant, they would have a huge advantage with this creep wave. And they can't really farm it. They do some wonky pull to the Mud Golems. And looks like they're going to chase... I would like to see Anti-Mage just kind of leave, go farm somewhere else, but actually gets the kill on the Nakes with the help of Ancient Apparition's ultimate flying in there from top lane. Silencer coming back top, finally is level 6, throws up the Curse of the Silent, just as a little bit of harass. I don't know if that was worth it. I mean, you're putting yourself at huge risk against 3 heroes to do minimum damage, maybe deal a little bit of mana. But, I mean, these guys have some spammable spells that they can use. Like, he can just Shadow Walk his Bounty Hunter. So Curse really probably shouldn't even be leveled up at this point. Get the last word, get the glaives, get some stats. And save that Curse of the Silent until you're like level 21, 22. You have to actually level it up. Anti-Mage, go to the jungle. Get out of lane, go to the jungle and farm. That's what you do once you get Battle Fury. You don't need to be in the lane anymore. You're just going to die. There's 3 heroes down here. And Bounty Hunter's looking to kill you. So you can farm the jungle perfectly fine at this point. No need to be on lane. Bounty Hunter, he needs something to regen his mana. He needs a bottle, a medallion, a drum, something like that to give him some more stats and some more mana. So just gonna blink away. Without a Shuri Toss and a track, He can't really stop the blink. And the hook is going to miss here from Clockwork as well. So 4 heroes committing down here on the bottom lane to try and kill this Anti-Mage, and it's just ending in nothing. Meanwhile, Radiant's going to actually be pushing this top tower. And it looks like just Mirana's up here, but she could be setting up for a really strong arrow, but she has to be careful of these Pudge hooks as well. If someone TP's in, they're probably going to insta-die. So there isn't going to be much defense coming out here from the Radiant, or from the Dire team, I'm sorry. And a pretty poor fortify timing. As I said before, don't be fortifying unless you're actually going to defend that tower. And there's not really a way to defend it. Even if Nyx comes up here, I mean, Pudge did back off. If Pudge comes back up, no. Looks like they're not going to look to push it. I really think they could have gotten that tower, and it's just a waste of time not getting it. Because these supports are staying up here. Pudge should stay up here. You know they're going to come defend it, or they're going to try. And if not, it's a free tower. So either way, it's going to be nice. Going back to the mid lane, Juggernaut has a DD. It's about to run out, though. And looks like he's going for a Vladimir's Offering. Looks like it. Interesting choice. I mean, they have an AM. He's going to benefit from that as well. Pudge will benefit a little bit. And the armor for the supports is nice. Silencer ultimate going out. They are going to pick up the kill on the Bounty Hunter who was looking to dive. Is Silencer going to be able to get away with the track movement speed? Nyx is going to be able to pick up the track kill. And A probably going to go down here as well. Does get Static Stormed, and the Nyx gets the double kill on his way to the armlet. Going to get there pretty soon. Disruptor tries to send back Silencer, who gets all the way sent back to the fountain. Pudge coming in here looking for a cleanup hook. Is he going to get it? Throws it out. Oh, just misses Disruptor by a pixel. By the skin of his teeth, however you want to put it. That would have been an instantly dead Disruptor. Clockwork coming in from the back, looking to get manly. Sees the Anti-Mage and the Pudge and says, screw that, I'm out of here. He is going to run into Juggernaut. Jug might want to ulti him, but this Clockwork already has 1400 HP. He is very, very tanky. Even a full level 1 Juggernaut ulti is not enough to kill him. This Jug is really underfarmed and underleveled. But he is going to actually get this Mirana, but she's going to leap away, and Juggernaut probably cannot catch up to her. Especially with that arrow to the face. So good play there from Mirana. Disruptor goes down meanwhile, I missed that. But Clockwork and Disruptor are going to get out of there. Or Clockwork and Nyx going to get out there safely. Nyx using a cute little infest. Gains full life back. Actually, he must have been at full life because I only believe it regens the life when you devour the unit. Yes. Yep.
The direst elements are pelting Radiant's bottom tower.
So Treads and Battle Fury already up on the Anti-Mage. I would like to see him farming the jungle, not pushing. He shouldn't be fighting it. He's got 800 HP. He's not a strong early game hero with this build, and see he's just melting the snakes right now. Especially with that. I mean, they trade, but Anti-Mage could be farming and just getting massive at this point, and it's a stupid trade to trade with Nyx. Nyx peaks much earlier than Anti-Mage, because Anti-Mage can farm much faster than Nyx can. So Nyx wants to be more involved in the fights. Pudge whiffing that hook big time. Mirana still may go down here with the Juggernaut spin, and the last word, boom, there she goes, and stolen for the Radiant team. The Radiant team, I realize, has a lot of the stats, not stat stealing. They have stat stealing for Silencer, but they have a permanent stat gain on 2 heroes. On the Pudge for Flesh Heap, and Silencer's last word, or Glaives of Wisdom, I believe, is actually what steals it. Yes. Now I see this happen with a lot of people who think Glaives of Wisdom work the same way as Pudge's Flesh Heap. If you don't level up Pudge's Flesh Heap, you still get the added strength after you level it up. So say you get 3 kills and then level it up, you'll get that 3 strength, or whatever level it is, strength added. Oh, hold on. We have a Clockwork coming in with the Nyx infested. Going to kill that AA really quickly. Actually, are they going to focus him down? Yes, they do actually get the kill. Clockwork has to run away with the cold feet. Does get the stun up on him. But Juggernaut going to go down to the Nyx. He is not going to be able to finish him off. Is Silencer going to be able to get the right clicks? Bottle coming up. And the Starfall from Mirana is actually going to kill him off. And they actually get out with that Clockwork alive. That was a big team fight. Really nice play there coming in. I was surprised they were actually able to clean that up. Not even losing the Clockwork after he got cold feet with a big stun there. And the send back from Disruptor, great play. They are going to clean up this Pudge as well. Not actually getting the track off. Should have tracked instead of Shuri tossed for the kill. Would have gotten his team much more money. He already knows 3 are dead. So, small plays like that, could get your team a lot more cash. But what I was saying was about Silencer and Pudge. Pudge it saves up the kills. It knows, alright, you got 3 kills, I'll add that to your strength. Silencer, if you get 3 kills and then level up Glaives of Wisdom, you're not going to get that extra intellect. You don't steal the int until you level up Glaives. So that's why you want to get 1 point in Glaives early no matter what. I mean, cool send back from Disruptor, but they could have gotten the kill there. So, I mean, they send him back. They'll probably get the tower. No, actually, more TP's coming in. So, he had a good send back. Oh, a hook actually gets him. He was out of position. The arrow going to come in and stun Pudge, but they can't really follow that up. Yeah, Silencer C, he knows he almost died there, and they saved his life, and Disruptor pays for it by getting Pudge hooked. Jug finally going to get some farm up here. He goes for that Vlad's first. I'm assuming it's just because he knows he's getting a support Juggernaut. He's not really being a primary farmer, so he is going to go for those support type items, because he's not going to go for Battle Fury like you see a lot of Jugs do, because he's not the bottom roll 1 farmer. But we're actually going to have a push middle, not a Pudge middle. Pudge is middle, but that's not what I was talking about. He does get the hook onto Mirana with the Rot and the Dismember, going to easily clean her up. And Nyx has to run with that Ancient Apparition ultimate on him. He cannot fight. He will get no life back. Anyway, it's just going to farm some creeps in mid. They could look to push this in without the Mirana. And Clockwork picks up an Illusion. Not a great rune for him, but he's almost done his Aghanims. That's going to be a huge pickup. Once he gets that, it can be hooking all over the map. Lots of hooks in this game.
Dire's structures are fortified.
There's a Fortify. Since they fortified, they should look to come and deny. And are they going to get it off? Juggernaut throws out the ultimate. They don't get the deny, and they lose the Nyx for attempting that. But the really good Disruptor ulti plus his wall, is it going to result in any kills? No, Bounty Hunter was actually really overextended there. Is the A ulti going to hit? No, it does not connect. Bounty Hunter actually jukes down. Please tell me you're not going for Battle Fury. And they will clean up the Juggernaut there. So, I mean, good cleanup kill. They actually are going to get the Bounty Hunter as well. So, Bounty Hunter and Nyx and Disruptor going down. So, big plays here from Radiant. Clockwork hooking in at the last second. Kind of pointless there just to escape, probably. And he's going to get out safely. Mirana actually comes bounding in. And just going to get rotted to death here by Pudge easily. But the Cogs get him out of mana. He cannot hook the Clockwork like he wanted to. So, big plays here from Radiant. Silencer has been stealing tons of int. He's gonna be a force to be reckoned with late game. He's not farming much, but he's involved in many kills, and he's stealing all that int. He's got high levels up in Glaives. I want to see what his pure damage is like already. Nyx comes in with the armlet, looking to get some kills, but raging before open wounds, not exactly the best idea. He is gonna probably pick up the Silencer here, unless something magical happens. No, he is gonna go down. Kind of a waste of his global silence there. But they probably will pick up the kill on Nyx. Just the spin from Juggernaut and right clicks from Anti-Mage are going to kill him off. And Anti-Mage getting burned from the Cogs. But they might even be able to pick up Clockwork here unless you find something to be able to hook to. Probably a teammate. Is he going to hook to a teammate? No, he's just going to run away. He actually hooks the Juggernaut to stun him and runs past. Anti-Mage getting sent back by Disruptor, and the Dismember coming out onto Clockwork is going to result in the kill. So his mega kill streak going now. That's 500 gold to the Juggernaut actually, who picks up the last hit. I saw AA ulti fly out, not actually going to hit on anybody. Pudge going down. Wow, look at all these kills here in mid. This is just a free-for-all. Denies himself. Great deny from the Pudge. It's so frustrating to go up against. Juggernaut and Anti-Mage chasing on this Disruptor. One more right click from the Anti-Mage is going to clean up that kill. And he's actually almost got a minute. Anyways, I said 22, 23 minutes. There it is. So he's farming and getting kills. So, I mean, why not? This Nyx without a Basher. No chance to kill Anti-Mage. Unless he's completely I mean, Anti-Mage can just run, blink, and Nyx has no disables that are going to be able to stop him. So he needs a Mirana arrow, Clockwork to... I mean, even Clockwork really can't shut him down, so he needs a team or a Basher to be able to kill this Anti-Mage. And that's why they're not killing him in these fights. He's 4-1. He died once from an overextension on his own part, and since then he's been doing really well. And this Juggernaut's actually getting farmed too. So they have the two of the highest net worth, except for the Clockwork, who he's got the Aghanims, but other than that, I mean, he doesn't do a ton of damage. He's great for setting up fights, initiating, and tanking damage, but not much else. And he's actually going to get gone on here by Bounty Hunter, and Bounty Hunter's exploded. He went way too hard in there. And Anti-Mage is going to blink out of the Cogs, as I said. Oh, a sendback actually. Good sendback from Disruptor, but Blink is back up. He's just going to escape if he wants to, but he's actually sticking around to fight, and he kills off the Clockwork. So 3-for-0 trade here. Pudge actually might die. He actually is going to get arrowed. Yes, arrow comes in from Mirana, but Nakes pays for it with his life. So definitely worth it for the Radiant team. Pudge, at this point, dying, not a big deal. He's just looking to get those big hooks off, and he even has buyback money. He's come a long way from not having boots to having phase and a force staff. Not sure what I think about phase boots on Pudge. Personally, I mean, I don't see the point in going phase. I would just leave him at brown boots. I like arcanes because I like to spam my hook and just throw it out there. Just, you know, I like to fish. Treads are good, you know, if you just want the stats or attack speed. Tranquils I see a lot sometimes because, you know, Rod's going to get you low a lot, and if Bottle's not enough to get you back up. And Tranquils give you that high move speed as well, kind of like phase boots, which is great. And actually a hook out here on the Silencer who's all by himself in middle. Somehow, oh, he force staffs through the cogs, but it's still going to burn him, and Clockwork picks up that easy solo kill. But all in the meantime, there is a Roshan going on. Animage blinks into 3, could be paying for it, but he's just going to run away. They don't have enough hard disables to get him, but Clockwork with that Aghanim Scepter able to hook him again, but he does just blink away. He is going to be sent back, but just runs away. Not able to get him in the silence for long enough. Disruptor is going to get hit by the A ult, and no, it misses, but does hit on Clockwork. Clockwork going to go down. And Pudge may die here as well. Disruptor does go back down to Juggernaut. Bounty Hunter goes down as well to Juggernaut. Jug really coming into play much more than I expected. I thought he was going to kind of fall off and lose out on a bunch of farm, but he's just done a great job. AA as well. He's almost got an Aghanim Scepter. He always seems to be the target, but his teammates really back him up and keep him alive. Nake's trying to be real manly, coming here. Oh, the arrow actually almost hits, but does not. Anti-Mage with a good reaction, blinks away, and Juggernaut cleans up that kill. So what I see happening here is a lack of disables from the Dire team and better teamwork from the Radiant team. They're working as a team. You know, he knows, hey, I can blink away, I can rely on my teammates to finish this guy off. Stuff like that. And the Healing Ward going to make it super easy for them to finish this Roshan. Could even throw out a Chilling Touch, choosing not to level it. I don't know if I like the Ice Vortex over the Chilling Touch. Chilling Touch, I feel like is also an underestimated ability. It's crazy fun to use in early levels, and it can make support battles really interesting. When you're throwing out 80 pure damage nukes every right click, they can be pretty ridiculous. Let's see. We got Ags on Clockwork. That's about all we got. Arcanes on Disruptor. Mirana with just... She is super dirt poor. Gets a stun onto Anti-Mage. Are they even going to be killing though? If he's able to just blink out. Yeah, Manta, and he's going to keep right-clicking. Does get silenced in there, but he does have the Aegis of the Immortal. Might actually be able to kill off, actually, Ancient Apparition steals that kill. Anti-Mage is going to blink out. Probably won't even die from that gank Disruptor going down. This is probably going to be GG. This is the point where I would call it. If I was playing with this team, I'd probably give up at this point if I was Dire. Gonna miss that hook, hoping for it on the Mirana. Does hit Anti-Mage, but not a big deal there. Force staffing him forward. Don't see why they haven't just Raxed yet. They're probably going to come in and do it now. Bounty Hunter wasn't even in that fight, so actually it looks to get this on Anti-Mage, but he's got the Aegis, doesn't really care. Bounty Hunter going for the weirdest combination of items I've ever seen. Perseverance and a Morbid Mask. Probably wanted a Battle Fury. Got bitched at by his team. Oh god, some people. And then they were like, go something team. Like Vlad's, so he's trying to go for a Vlad's time. But should have gone that in the first place, or a BKB, or a Medallion, or Drums. All those would have been better choices than a Battle Fury. Don't build Battle Fury on Bounty Hunter, because it is bad. He is not a farming hero, he is a ganker. So they get that tower for free, no contesting from the Dire team. They really can't contest at this point. I want to bring up the XP, oh my god, and gold. Ugh. Okay. So that pretty much tells the story of this game. I mean, there's pretty much no way, unless there's mega throws, EG style, from the Radiant team. ALT coming in, not going to actually do anything. Clockwork, just man modes, goes in with the Nakes. Cogs are actually pretty good, and the Disruptor ultimate really hitting on target, but Clockwork is not tanky enough to stand up against it. Pudge goes down, but it doesn't really matter. Bounty Hunter's trying to get this Silencer, probably not even going to be able to kill him. He does force staff away. And Anti-Mage can just clean up all the kills at this point. Anti-Mage and Juggernaut are just going to eat through anything. That Desolator now picked up on Juggernaut. His damage has gone through the roof. That also amplifies Anti-Mage's damage. And Silencer actually going for an Orchid, as I suspected. So, Good pickups from him. He's got 36 int stolen. Is that 36? Yes, it is. I thought maybe it was 26. That's a crazy amount of int. It's a crazy amount of int. He does 132 base as a hard support. And that's not even counting Glades of Wisdom. So, I mean, I'm terrible at math, so I don't want to just look at this and make myself feel like an idiot. Into damage, 75%. If he's got, oh, jeez, 113 int. So we can put that around 82 damage, something like that. 85 damage, maybe. I could just watch him right-click. That'd probably be the simplest thing to do. Yeah, 86 damage, so my math skills aren't that terrible. You know, could use a little bit of touching up, but hey. Animage's gonna go for a heart. Good choice. I mean, he doesn't really need the basher. There's no need for the lockdown. There's really no need for anything now at this point. Just finish the game. Gonna be a Mantha style, finishing up that raw Yasha for Juggernaut. Sorry, my throat's a little sore. Not used to talking for this long by myself. So we got Pudge, which is the phase 4 staff and 3k gold, because he's like, I don't need to buy anything else. All I need is a 4 staff. Get an E-blade. Get an E-blade. Massive nukes. Jug. I'd love to see an Aghanims just because it's a funny item. If you're doing well, you know they're obviously gonna win this game. Just get an Aghanim Scepter. It's a hilarious item on Juggernaut. Nake's coming in to maybe attempt to defend. Just gonna slow down this push a little bit. Choosing not really even to engage. Animage does get sent in there. He's got the Aegis still. A ulti gonna come in, hit on 2. Knights have to run away. They can't fight. There's just no chance. Animage could hook comes in and one-shots Disruptor. There we go. Nake's just gonna get melted. And Clockwork is gonna die here in the fountain. Ooh, that's pretty close. I'm pretty sure A has that Aghanim Scepter, yeah, so he could be getting pick-offs pretty easily. Orchid, full Orchid up now in Silencer. They're all massive on this Radiant team. And the smack talk has been coming out lately. This Mirana is probably one of the poorest people I've ever seen at 30 minutes. Brown boots, gloves of haste, and a bottle. And that's the bottle she bought at level 1. So she went straight bottle, not even like branches and consumables. So a total, I don't even know how her net worth is 2,800. Her total value of items is 600, 500, and 450. So that's 1,100. That is what, 16 or 1,550? Yeah, I guess it's TPs and stuff that she's bought. But that really shouldn't be added to her net worth. AA, going for a Yules. Oh no, going for a Dagon. Good choice. Dagons are the best. I wish we did see more Yules. I wish that item was some way balanced to make it more popular, because 4 staff is just, or Ghost Scepter are better than it in every way. Just get blown up. Just time for the fountain camps until the throne goes down. So I'm gonna end my cast here, guys. Thank you for watching my second cast. You know, feedback is always appreciated. Constructive criticism, what you like, what you didn't like. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time.